It is February 1st. It's February 1st. Yay! Hello there. It's February 1st. Let me show you the calendar. I've showed this before, but I changed calendars. See that? It's actually an old calendar that I redated. So I have different stuff on it. I just renumber it. Anyway, today is February 1st. I'm doing that crazy eyes things. If you're seeing my videos and you see my eyes doing this, and I just have an expressive face, I'm not doing it on purpose. Anyway, walking over here in the kitchen again, but I saw something that was kind of neat in the kitchen, and I wanted to talk about it. Now, talking to my daughter about that, I showed a cooking video, and she was like, "Mom, you can't show cooking videos on YouTube. They'll tear you apart. They'll say you didn't wash your hands or your kitchen is a mess." Okay. Number one, the kitchen is a mess. Number two, I don't wash my hands. I actually clean the toilet before I cook breakfast because I want it to be clean, you know, after I eat and when I go to the bathroom. It's very important for me to have a clean toilet. And then I figure the toilet water, because we're saving water here in California, that's clean enough. Plus it was in a bunch of bleach. Okay, I'm kidding. Anyway, so I saw something. Well, I've seen this because I hung it. But this was my grandmother's. Let me show you this. You never hear of a man being shot by his wife while he's doing the dishes. My grandma had that at her house. I don't think I ever saw my grandpa do dishes, but they had a very good marriage, a long-lasting marriage until they, you know, my grandpa died and my grandma died years later. But, and my grandpa wasn't, you know, taken out by grandma. She took very good care of him in the end years of his life. He stayed home. You know, and was able to die in his home, just as my father stayed home and was able to die in his home, which is this house that I'm in right now. There's a ghost in here. But anyway, hi, Dad. So I'm doing the cabbage thing and the egg thing again, but to even be more economical, I decided to, with these, oh geez, I gotta flip the phone. This is the only technology I have, this flip button. This, you know, egg beater type stuff. I calculated it by the servings, and I actually write it down, see? 1/4 cup for Mom and Laura of egg beater should last 7 days. So this carton, actually, when you, do a 1/4 of a cup, has 15 servings. I hate drawers, you know, these drawers that when you don't stick stuff right and they get freaking stuck because something's sticking up. All right, anyway, that's okay. So this is a 1/4 of a cup. That's a 1/4 of a cup. Now the servings on the carton is 3 tablespoons. And so, you know, handy dandy trying to figure out what's 3 tablespoons. Well, actually there's 4 tablespoons in a 1/4 of a cup. So I'm going with 4 tablespoons. So it ends up being like 33 point something calories a serving. So see, it's cooking. But then I go in the refrigerator. You're not coming with me in the refrigerator. You're just going to have to wait in the waiting area. Hey, you can look at that koala. Hang on the lighting. All right. So this is like a corn tortilla. I just slap it on top. And if you saw my other video, you know, we eat a lot of kimchi and cabbage. Oh, you saw part of the refrigerator. So there's the kimchi. But really why, hold on a minute. My goodness, here you can look at the elephant. Okay. She is so unorganized. She is. I just don't know what she is thinking, why she can't learn how to edit. I've tried to help her. She doesn't listen. Anyway, this is Ellie. Hi. That's the elephant. But anyway, back to this. Why I'm making this video. It's not to show you my great cooking skills. Returning to this. You never hear of a man being shot by his wife while he's doing the dishes. That probably, it might be from the 1940s, 1950s, maybe 1960s. I don't know, maybe early 1970s. Looking at the colors, it looks like early 70s, actually, because those yellow and oranges were real popular then. I have no idea. None. But I do know this. After 9/11, when those planes came in, hit the Twin Towers, our news became a 24-hour news loop. And we started hearing about everything happening around the world, or around the United States. Like something happens, you know, people on, you know, will find out. So it's like all these disasters. Right now we have 2 planes that have had tragedies happen. There'll be another one. We'll hear about every plane tragedy, every helicopter tragedy. When a train crashes, we'll hear about every train crash. You know, it's what happens. There are people who have a lot of conspiracies for this stuff, which they may be true. You know, our country and conspiracies, we have found out later that absolutely there has been some really shady stuff. But I'm not going to get into that because I want to talk about this. You never hear about a man being shot by his wife while he's doing the dishes. I bet you there is a man that was shot by his wife while doing the dishes, because this you never hear. Maybe it just wasn't reported or I didn't hear it, because I can think of scenarios of why a man could be doing dishes and his wife might shoot him. It just come right to my head. Number 1, the wife comes home. Her husband is doing dishes. She sees he's cooked a nice cheesy omelet, hash browns, little strips of bacon and sausage. But there's another woman, or maybe even a man, in her bed, and he's trying to clean up the mess. And all he's ever done for her was pour her a bowl of cornflakes with a banana on it, with a dry piece of toast, with not even the adequate amount of butter on it. She's pissed. She gets the gun and she shoots him while he's washing the dishes with palm olive soap. Not enough bubbles. Yep. Or is he washing the dishes? Or is he loading the dishwasher? Second scenario. She comes home. He's washing dishes. But is he really washing dishes? He's washing the tools that he's going to use on her to chop her up in little bits and get rid of her, because he has a mistress who has encouraged him to do this, and she has found the plan, and she's going to take him out. Okay. Have you ever watched that TV show Snapped, where they show like stuff that women do? You know, we think that men come up with some devious plans. Women, because I think of the way our brains are wired, I think we just get away with more stuff, honestly. Anyway, let me show you what I've cooked. This is the omelet. This is a mixture of beans that will eventually not be so runny, because I added water because they needed some liquid. But I threw in them, I'm throwing in them, well, let me show you this. This is, I don't know, are they sweet potatoes, those orange things? This is very small. These things are different grapes that I froze. You know when you get some grapes and they start to like, they're going to go bad, but you can't eat a pile of grapes? I freeze them, and then I end up cooking them with a sweetener. The brown stuff is cinnamon, which is supposed to be a great antioxidant, Anyway, so these are sweet potatoes, but the sweet potato, I took the skin off. It's like a ring. You know, the ring of skin. And it's over here, chopped up in little pieces that I'm going to throw in this bean mixture so it'll cook in. So it's like I'm not losing the nutrition in that. And it gives it a nice texture. So I'm going to shut all this off, except for this. And this will be my mom's breakfast. It'll be assembled on a plate, you know. It's going to look pretty. They will. She's having eggs with cabbage. And then I'll put a doppel of, I have the Greek yogurt that I'll put on top of this beanie mixture, which is black beans and pinto beans. And it has the clippings of, it has some cabbage, and it has the skin of the potato. And then the sweet potato. So it's a very colorful breakfast because it has the kimchi, it has the red, the orange, and all that. So, and then she'll have her cup of coffee. But she is not ready yet for breakfast. So I'm just going to cover this stuff up and wait patiently. And once again, you never hear of a man being shot by his wife while he's doing the dishes. I think in general that we're not going to hear about that. Because I think that if the wife shoots him while he's doing the dishes, she's got a pretty good reason. And she's going to dispose of his body or make it look like an accident. That's my theory. But let me know, have you ever heard of, I mean, maybe I should Google, woman shoots man while washing dishes. But whenever I see something that says never, I question it. We need to question that, the never and always. Anyway, have a good day. It is February 1st. We got through 31 days of January, the second month of the year 2025. We got some fun weather coming in Northern California, it looks like. A flood watch for the entire Bay Area, so be prepared for a little bit of flooding on the roadways. I'm not going too far. I am in the house with my mama and probably my daddy's ghost. Love you.